Hello there everybody, this is Graham, also known as the Collector 75. Welcome back to another Transformers review. Right, for this one, as you can see, I'm doing the Fansproject Causality 3, 4 and 5. This is of course Thundershred, Stormbomb and Backfiring. They of course are basic homages to the original Generation 1 Insecticons, and so I'm going to be calling them Shrapnel, Bombshell and Kickback, because of course that's exactly who they're supposed to be, really. The toys do come with their own sort of story. I can't remember too much of it, but to be honest it doesn't really inspire me, really. There isn't much about the story that I really cared for, mainly just the figures. That's why I'm just showing these, really. As you know, I've already done Shrapnel here before, so I'm not going to concentrate too much on him, but I'm mainly going to show these two because these are obviously the two latest ones, even though they did come out a few months ago now. It's taken me this long just to get around to doing this. Anyway, let's start with Shrapnel here. He is a stag beetle, I believe. It's pretty damn good though. I do like this insect mode. This is probably one of the better insect modes of the three, to be honest. I like the little cockpit section on the front there, I like that. The little mandibles on the front here can move like that because they're on like two kind of hinge joints there. The legs can move, they're all on ball joints and everything like that. This one can move a bit of a funny one because it's on a funny joint back there. I put my own little Decepticon insignias on it because of course these guys didn't come with any at all. It does come with his own little symbol that represents thunder, I believe, or something like that, because each of these guys supposedly can control elements or something. Again, I can't remember too much about the actual story of these guys, but still a decent looking insect mode and a decent homage to the original Shrapnel. Yeah, pretty cool. It doesn't really do much else in this mode. I've got to say, on the whole, a lot of other people have said that these toys are a bit let down on the insect modes, and to be honest, this is the first time I've actually had them all in insect mode. I bought these two about 2 months ago when they first came out, and this is actually the first time I got them out of the box, really, because I just had too much else to do, really. I just never got round to it. But yeah, I've got to admit, the insect modes on these two aren't as good as I thought they were going to be. Even like I saw a few videos on them, I thought they would be better, but they're okay, but they've got all their bad points, which I'll come to. Right, so this is Bombshell, or Stormbomb. And again, I think he's a rhinoceros beetle or something like that. I would have preferred this to be a gun rather than a giant sort of spear type thing, but then again, maybe if it is homogene in the actual insect mode, it probably would be some sort of stinger type thing rather than a gun, obviously. It's a good insect mode, I'll give it that. It's nice and compact, it looks really good. I had to put the Decepticon sticker over that, his actual symbol. But it's pretty decent. I want to get the Repro Labels upgrades for these guys because I think they make them look really decent. I actually give them chromed stickers for all these parts because they should be chrome. And it wouldn't surprise me if Fansproject actually do a few recolours of these guys and probably give them all chrome bits in the future, to be honest. That would piss me off actually, but I'd rather buy them ones. Right, the feet on this guy are a little bit strange because they don't really move too well. It hasn't got much articulation, and when you put him down, you don't really see it too much. That's about as best you can get it, really. And these legs don't really even touch the ground, these front ones, so I don't really understand that. They could have designed the little insect legs a little bit better. They do have really stiff joints all round, and that is probably because the way this guy transforms and is held together, it needs all the stiff joints just to keep it in place. Because like the legs, they don't really, as far as I remember, they tab here obviously, but they don't really tab up there. They're just basically held together almost by just stiff joints, and that goes for all of these, especially backfiring. And again, I'll probably say it a bit later on, but these mainly for display. I mean, they look great. I'm not going to lie to you. I think these are fucking fantastic. He does come with this chain, of course. Unfortunately, there's nowhere to store it in this mode. It would have been cool if you could have just sort of like attached it one bit here and just trailed it around him or something, or just something like that. That would have been cool. Or even just something inside him, you know, just keep the bloody thing safe, really. Anyway, right, let's move on to Kickback. I'm not too sure whether I like this mode yet. I transformed this yesterday into insect mode. If that sounds a bit funny, it's because I'm actually doing this video in reverse. I'm doing the insect mode second and then the robot mode. So I've already done the review sort of for the robot mode, so it will might seem a little strange, but anyway, I've transformed these guys yesterday and it took me ages to fucking work out these fucking arms down there. It's a bloody nightmare. I mean, it's ingenious, but at the same time very, very frustrating. And because of all the joints being super bloody tight, it just makes the job a hell of a lot worse, and you've got to make sure you don't break it. But, like I said, very ingenious. You can't really do much with these wings, unfortunately. You can sort of angle them about, but you don't get a lot of movement. As you can see, there's the insect head. Not bad. There's a little robot head hiding behind there. I'm not too keen on these back legs, to be honest. They look a bit strange, but then again, maybe they are more insect-like. I've got to admit, I kind of like it. I like the where he keeps all his little daggers on there. Yeah, it's alright. I'm still not completely taken with it, but I think it's actually pretty cool. But again, I would only get these guys if really you really want them, because they do have their problems. They're not as fun as, say, the Combaticons, the Fansproject Combaticons or anything like that, or even the Shadow Commander and stuff, and City Commander, and they just look good. You can't really do a lot of them. Mind you, that bloody Shadow Commander and the City Commander, you can do a lot with that, really. Not in robot mode anyway, because it was just too bulky and bits would fall off and stuff. Anyway, right, so these are the insect modes. They're pretty cool. I do like them. And are they worth the money? I don't know. Right, anyway, I'm going to transform these guys into robot mode. Well, I've already done that, but as you'll see. Okay, see you in a second. Right, so here we are. Transform them into robot mode. Right, I've done, like I said before, I've done this one before, so I'll just concentrate on this one first. I do love the robot mode on this. I think it looks great, and I think it's very reminiscent of Shrapnel. Of course, you've got to poke the legs up in this mode to give him that shrapnel look. You can't use these blades because I think they just look fucking stupid when you put them on there, because they look too massive. They're right, like, bloody up here somewhere, and they just look really out of place. But other than that, I love having them on the arms like this. I know you can take these off and have the shorter blades just on there, but I prefer having the long ones on, to be honest, because I think the little sort of, like, is it a scythe weapon, a sickle weapon, I don't know what it's bloody called, but it's that spinning sort of one. You use that attachment on the back to attach them all, and it just looks, it's alright, but it's nothing special, so I just like having them on there. I think the articulation is actually pretty cool, but these, if I'm honest, these are more display pieces than actual toys, because the joints are just so stiff. And you end up moving one part, you'll move another, and it's really bloody annoying, if I'm honest. But then again, once you've got them on display, they look great, and they're about, like I say, deluxe size toys, so they go with all your classics, and it's fantastic. Damn good, like I say, brilliant articulation. You can move these legs; these are on ball joints right here. You can sort of like do that with the knees and everything, but like I said, they're just so stiff, it's hard to just put them in a pose like in about a few seconds flat like you can do in most toys. With that one, you've got to persevere, unfortunately. A bit of a shame. Right, we're going to go on to Storm Bomb next, or Bombshell, if you will. I love the way this one looks. I think it is absolutely brilliant. I know a lot of people don't like these weapon things, or the feet in insect mode. The way they just hang off there. I think they look great when you just have them like this, but other than that, they just don't really serve any other purpose, really. They do fall off really easy. I wish they had done some sort of like port and clip system or whatever you want to do, but I mean this one at the top here stays on perfectly well, and you can angle it forward. Again, the joints are so damn stiff, like, to do anything with it, you know, you're bloody hard pressed, unfortunately. So I just leave it up there, very reminiscent of Bombshell's original look. I love the metal chain that it comes with. I usually have it dangling off like that, so it's not dangling right on the floor. Let me just turn it round so you can see what I mean. See, I just hook it over that, and I think it gives him quite a cool look. Again, articulation is fantastic. He's got ball joints on the arms, elbows. The hands will turn, I believe, but I'm not going to do it because it's, very, again, like I said before many times, very stiff joints. You can put these weapons in, which is pretty cool. Let me just take that off. And these will fit in his hands and everything like that. You can wrap. I'm not quite sure how these go in, but I've never actually put these in the bloody hands before because they look just a pain in the fucking arse, to be honest. And yes, they are. But trust me though, you can put them in the bloody hands. Why doesn't it want to go in there? Let me just have a quick shift to. Bloody pain in the arse, isn't it? They will go in. Trust me anyway. He does go in and they will just stay like that. You can put it back up here. Again, it's just on like a tiny little groove you can just see there, and you just got to slot it in just right in there. And that's all it does. Bloody annoying. The legs are very well articulated. The only problem is that these parts are all independently movable, and as soon as you move one bit, you'll end up, you know, if you're not grabbed it right, it will just move that bit, and then you've got to try and get all the other bits back in. Nightmare. So again, definitely a display piece. Brilliant though. Absolutely fantastic. Again, you can ball jointed toe joints there, so you can put his feet at angles and everything. Oh, he's doing a split then. But as you can see, like just doing that, you've moved all this, and you've got to try and line it up, and it won't line back up exact. It's a bit annoying, really. So anyway, so you put his feet down. Pretty good. Yeah, you can also take these off. I'm going to try and get this off here. There we go. Some bits are bloody super tight, other bits are a bit bloody loose, unfortunately. And again, he can hold both of these in his hands, giving him sort of like, can't think, but he looks like bloody, is it Donatello out of the bloody Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles holding him? And he looks pretty good. Definitely quite a cool robot mode. I had to put the Decepticon insignia over his actual emblem that he comes with, mainly because that's just where he had it in his G1. And I thought it looked better. Anyway, I'm going to put those over here. We're going to come to the last of these three. This is, of course, Backfiery. Strange bloody name, that one. I just call him Backfire. But anyway, he's a homage to, of course, to Kickback. I do love this robot mode, actually. I think it looks really good. I like keeping the wings up like that to give him that classic G1 look. But still, pretty damn good. I love all these weapons that he comes with. He comes with like these strange little knife things. These would never pass safety toy laws because they're bloody sharp, I can tell you that. Other than that, he's got some great articulation. Look at that. See, the arms will move everywhere you want. You can put him in some great poses, like ready to get one of his weapons off and fucking stab someone to death with it. The feet are all ball jointed. Again, you can move them, but they're quite stiff joints in there. Damn good though. I love the paintwork they did that little bit in there. Fantastic. He's got his little motifs on his shoulders there, but I put a little Decepticon sign. I should have put it on that side really, because that's where he had it on his G1, I believe. But you can get this guy into some fantastic poses, and I think all three of these together look really, really great, if I'm honest. Definitely pick them up if you want. I wouldn't say these are must-buys like the other Fansproject stuff. What's their names? The Bruticus one. For the life of me, the names are gone straight out of my head. But like them, you really wanted them because they were fucking great. These ones, however, for the prices that they go for, they're about, I can't remember how much I paid for these. £35 each, something like that. Not really worth it unless you're a die-hard fan of them. But still, worth picking up if you get them cheap and you don't mind it. Right, this has been Graham, the Collector 75. Hope you like this quick review of these figures. Anyway, bye for now.